What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Infinite Gains again with another video. And yeah, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm pretty tired. I stayed up all night working on this different project I had in my personal life, but it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. But like, I just wanted to do you guys justice and put a video out in anticipation for tomorrow, because I'm probably gonna be sleeping in just a little bit. um, yeah, but before I get in the video, I mean, if you guys want to like and subscribe to the channel, I'm trying to get to that 500 subscriber mark, and we're almost at 400. I think we're at 396 or something like that. So we're almost at 400. So we're working our way there, guys. And I appreciate all the support and all your comments and everything like that. So let's just get right into it. AMC followed the plan. I mean, pretty much perfectly. We were talking about the breakout of this trend here in this channel. So kind of, yeah, the next point that we need to break above is this area at around $6. So I mean, we're headed to $6. I can guarantee you that. Like, we're going to $6 regardless. Like, it's not even really a question. It's just a question of when at this point for me. But what is interesting is we are building, hopefully, a base at $5. And I think that's kind of what happened, is what you saw at the end of the day there, is we kind of dumped. I think that's perfectly fine as long as we can build support at this $5 mark. Now, you can kind of notice here that we had that volume spike at the end of the day. When was this? On the first. I think that was on the first. Yeah, this was on the first, which was something literally yesterday. But so we had that volume spike here that allowed us to break into that. Okay, well, we kind of stopped at that. I think it was 498 area, but we broke above that $5 mark, and now coming back down and using it as support. So this is bullish because you see volume into a breakthrough, right? And then you have a retest of that support at a major psychological level. So that's still bullish in my opinion. Yeah, we can dip down, maybe hit, go all the way to, exactly $5, come back up, maybe chop around here. But I mean, I really do believe that we do have this level here that's going to be resistance at 548. So you may see resistance at this 548 level, initial resistance, but we are going to move back up to that $6 level. And once that breaks, I think that we are home free. Once that $6 breaks, I think our next point of contention is the $7 to $8 range. So I think we will be hitting this trend line soon. And it's kind of interesting because AMC is up. Even with that dump, we're still up. But something peculiar, GME's down again, and AMC and GME have kind of been trading really uncorrelated recently. Now, GME, we can notice multiple times that we've dipped into this zone as support. But I mean, unfortunately, you do kind of see here. I mean, this plain and simple. It looks like a bear flag, and you're coming down. So it's definitely possible that we can come down. I mean, and in my previous video, I said on the daily time frame, I was like, okay, we're trading in between these EMAs, right? So I said we're trading in between these EMAs. As you can see here, we're trading between, and I think that we're going to go back to the upside, back to that $33 mark once we break through that 20 estimated. Let's see, break through that 20 EMA here at 25, 26. So I think that's kind of our next idea: break above this that EMA, and then come back up and test this horizontal resistance here at that 33 level mark. And then once we break that, obviously come back to that purple line that we've been talking about multiple times, sitting around, you know, 60 to $7. Now, like, again, if we zoom into that 5 minutes, it does kind of look nasty. You do see that, I mean, it kind of looks like a bear flag, and we're kind of breaking down, which is fine because as you can see here, we dipped into this zone multiple times. Now, what's a possibility of happening? Hopefully GME gets a green day tomorrow. I mean, we GME holders need a green day, man. They've been like watching us AMC holders like every day be green for the past like week, and it's like they need a green day. But I think what's could happen is you see how this zone has been acting as, you know, extreme amount of support. Now this is kind of what's called a spring, right? So you dip below to grab a bunch of liquidity, and then you spring above. So this is definitely something that's possible, is that we GME in opening, you know, session tomorrow maybe dips, maybe does play out this kind of bull or this bear flag kind of pattern here, and we break down. But I think that's a spring, right? I think if we do break down tomorrow, I think that is a bullish action, and that will allow us to spring to the upside. So that's kind of our idea for GME. Is, I mean, I made a post or something like several days ago about, you know, buying off of the bounce of this EMA. So like, you would already be in a good situation, right? Like you would already be Gucci. So I mean, if you just continue watching the videos, like you're doing pretty good. Like like, look, guys, I'm gonna be real here. Like, have I not been calling this shit pretty good? Like, I'm gonna be real. Like, yeah, there's a couple of videos, and you know, maybe I haven't called it like to 100% perfection, but I feel like I've created at least a little bit of value in these videos. So like, if you could subscribe or something, because like I don't know at this point. I don't know. I don't know. Like, this Nvidia call was kind of insane. Like, can we agree? Can we agree that the Nvidia call was insane though? Like, how do you even get more accurate than this? Like, you can't even get more accurate than that. Let's go over Nvidia actually, now that we're here. Wow, this is kind of an interesting structure. There is something going on here. Definitely some kind of algo or some crap. Cause like, what even is this? Like, that is too precise. That's too precise. Like, you really think that this is psychology or some crap? No, like, this is a bot. Like, this is a bot, bro. Like, something's going on here. We're chopping around, and actually, this is actually very easy to trade. It's pretty simple. Like, you just draw these trends on the video. Okay, well, if we dip below here and use that as resistance, okay, I'm going short, and my stop loss is here, back in the channel, right? If we go up from here, break above this, and test this trend line, I'm going long, and my stop loss is in the channel. Like, you can't lose with structure like this, right? Because it's kind of, I mean, it's easy, right? So like here, for example, or here, so we have enough structure here to make an educated guess, right, about, okay, well, we can draw a trend here, right? So like, let's imagine that this area doesn't exist, and we were trading based off of just this channel. Like, you would see that we come up, okay, well, I go long here, my stop loss is down here. Okay, well, we come up, okay, maybe you could take profit, maybe not, maybe you're waiting. We come up and retest. Okay, we come down, but my stop loss gets hit. Now I'm out of the trade, right? I'm out of the trade. So I don't, like, we could have gone way higher, right? So that's my potential. I have very little risk, right? You have very little risk. I mean, your stop loss is down here, but we went all the way up to $127. Like, you could have easily taken profit on that trade or moved your stop loss up, right? So you would just move your stop loss up to break even or higher, right? So it's essentially, it's a risk-free trade. I mean, the same thing goes here. We dump below, but like, you put your stop loss here, and like, you're at break even. And so moving forward, this is honestly the easiest trade you're gonna get out of Nvidia. Like, if we move up here, boom, I go long on the breakout, and I put my stop loss here. That's very little risk. It's very little risk. And if we shoot up, okay, that's awesome. And then you just keep moving your stop loss higher and higher and higher. Same thing if we break down this trend and use it as resistance, as resistance, you just start moving your stop loss. Like, it's honestly too easy. It's honestly too easy, guys. Like, this is gonna be the easiest Nvidia trade that you're ever gonna get. Now, I am inclined to maybe think that the market, okay, well, I can't really just say that. Let's look at S&P. Maybe ES futures would be better, but like, let's just look at the S&P 500. So this would be the 5-minute. Let's just go to the daily and see if there's any kind of like, what am I looking at? I need to go to ES S&P 500 futures. So this is gonna kind of tell us, like, maybe the market's moving down. Like, maybe the market, right? So it does kind of look like the market is moving down. So it looks like, hey, maybe the market will test this 20 EMA. If that EMA breaks, I think we're gonna go all the way back down to here. So the market may be like ready to break back down. So like, looking at Nvidia, I would honestly be compliant. I would honestly be convinced that we are going down, like in beginning that drop that I've kind of been talking about. But again, just trade this little channel. It's created a perfect little channel for you to trade. Like, this is gonna be easy, just like I explained. So I would do that. And honestly, like, you guys should join the Discord. Like, I'm not an expert trader or anything, but like, I could put calls like that out or something, like, in the Discord for you guys. So make sure to subscribe, make sure to join the Discord or whatever. We already went over GME, AMC, we already went over, and that's pretty much the whole video. Hey, I did that pretty quickly. Yeah, but I need to get some sleep for sure. I'm like so sleep deprived, so sorry if like I post this video later and it's not like the best video that you've ever seen. Hey, let's see, ES, maybe we could draw this trend here. Yeah, definitely come back and test here at least, and that would break that 20 EMA, so you could end up shooting down. But okay, well, I guess a little final thing that I could do is just look at GME from like a weekly time frame. Let's see here, which is still extremely bullish. Let me just delete all this. That looks bullish to me. I'm gonna be honest with you. It just intuitively it looks bullish. Now, let me just zoom out so y'all can kind of see. I guess the game plan, once again, is to come back up, break this channel. So break these ascending channels, right? You can see these both, these two ascending channels, the white channel and the purple channel, which these are pitchforks that I developed. So we need to break above the top of this channel, and then that will allow us to test these crazy numbers. Now, we do have this intersection here that you can kind of see, and sometimes these intersections may be like kind of like magnets or something like that. Maybe not. I'm really not inclined to believe that, but like, it's a possibility. So that would take us all the way to August 12th. So that would take us all the way to August 12th. So honestly, it really is a possibility that, so we come up soon, like this month, right, and chop around here and then shoot up sometime in August. So we will have accumulation at these higher levels, right? So like $70 to $80, right? So we will have accumulation at these levels, and then maybe mid-August or later in the year, we're able to see those insane levels. AMC from, let's just go to the weekly, right? AMC, I almost can guarantee you is like, I would bet money is gonna go back to that $60 to $70 range. Like, I'm just at this point, like, I'm kind of just willing to bet money, because let's see here. It's just such an important zone, right? That has to be retested, in my opinion, right? And in my previous, actually, I had another chart that I can show you here on AMC. 1 week. So I do have this like kind of chart that I was showing you previously. It's kind of outdated at this point, but this is the AMC weekly chart. But as I was saying, like, we're trying to work back up into this channel, right? But AMC has to test these horizontal levels. They're just too important. Like, they're just too important to AMC's price history, right? You can't, and like, this would be untrue, right? So this might be untrue if AMC didn't have such a vast amount of interest, like it didn't have such a vast amount of volume currently. So like, but again, I mean, you kind of saw this kind of cycle even happen in AMC before. Like, look at this trend, right? So you have this trend here, and like, yeah, it may have been a short squeeze, but like, we still have the same parameters here, right? Is this not the same parameters? Like, you come back up, and then boom, you shoot up and you test the trend. You shoot up and test horizontal resistance, you know, at certain levels. So like, this is just a cycle in AMC's price history, and like, yeah, we are getting this short squeeze kind of liquidity. We are getting like this kind of, you know, short squeeze interest, which is like even better. Like, that even solidifies the thesis that like we will go back to these horizontal levels of, you know, $50 to $70, or and then if that channel breaks, I mean, I think all the way to $115 to $130 will be the next channel. Like, and again, you not only do you have this triangle here, you have another triangle breakout. Like, you have multiple patterns telling you that we will, I mean, go much higher to, I mean, at least the top of this channel, which is kind of a coincidence, right? Because you have this initial drop of the triangle, right? And then you have this breakout of the triangle, and where does that take you? It takes you almost exactly to the top of the channel, right? Back to that $21 level. Now, if we break the $21 level, like, you're going to $70. Like, you are going to $70. Like, without a doubt in my mind. Like, if we break $21, like, we're going to $70. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it's just going to happen. Like, and you can call me crazy, you can call me whatever, and I may look like an idiot in a couple months, whatever. I don't give a shit, because I can guarantee you this is what's gonna happen. Like, we're gonna break out, hit $21. Now, we may reject here or some crap, but like, once we break that $21 level, once we break this channel, you are zooming to this let's see here at the rejection, $56 to $74 level, and I think that we're gonna hit the $74 level, like, without a doubt. Now, if that 74 breaks with volume, okay, we could go higher. We could go much higher, honestly, but like, that's just my initial target, is that $74. And I can almost guarantee you that this shit's gonna happen. Now, when is it gonna happen? I don't know. Maybe it happens in August. Maybe it happens all the way in September. I don't know. But like, I would probably, I mean, I can almost guarantee you that this shit's gonna happen. Like, I'm sorry. Same thing with GME. Like, okay, this may be a little bit crazy for GME. I don't know, that $800 something point, like that's kind of nuts. I don't know. Like, that one I can't say definitively. Like, I can almost guarantee you that possibly, honestly, let's see here. So maybe if we draw a trend like this, we can kind of maybe get an estimate of where it might go, and that would put it at $400, and I think that might be a lot more reasonable. Or yeah, so that might be more reasonable. Here we can draw a trend, and then we could go to $217, so that might be even more reasonable. So you can kind of draw trends and be like, hey, it's a possibility we top out at these levels. So yeah, I mean, if you've already identified levels for GME, you've identified, you know, $200 level, $400 level, and then the final $800 level. So I mean, these are all profit taking opportunities if we start squeezing above this channel, above that $100 area. So AMC, like, that's the game plan. Same thing for GME. Nvidia, I think Nvidia's dead, bro. Like, that's the game plan, and that's on a weekly time frame. So I already described like kind of like how to day trade Nvidia, but like seriously, I think Nvidia is gonna fall pretty bad, all the way to at least 80, maybe even further. Like, and that's just what I'm thinking. Like I just think it's extremely overvalued. Now, like, that seems more kind of more appropriate, in my opinion. Maybe all the way down to that $78 range, to that kind of trend. But I just think Nvidia is overvalued, and like I think something weird is going on, and like yeah, that's kind of stupid to kind of make an investment decision off just like you have a weird feeling, but like it's just kind of like an intuition about this thing, is that like I just don't think like the revenue's legit. Like I just don't think that. I think they're doing some like shady shit like to get this level of growth. Like I think some shady shit is going on. Like that's just my opinion. Like, and that may be stupid, but I just like just looking at technical analysis alone, I think Nvidia has to come down, right? Just from technical analysis alone, but like intuition is telling me like there's some weird shit going on with Nvidia, and like just some things that I've seen like online doing research and stuff like that. It's like I don't know, it's just what my intuition's kind of telling me. Yep, that's the whole video. Like almost every video, like yeah, I'm still a bull, like I'm still an AMC bull, like I'm still a GME bull. Like almost every video is just like gonna be the same shit. And I guess I can, like, I have a bunch of these charts that I feel like I haven't showed people. So I guess that didn't even work out at all. Honestly, maybe it could still work out, because you could kind of maybe identify this entire move as the cup and handle, but that's kind of weird. It's kind of like an elongated handle, I guess. But I mean, it's still possibly a legitimate trade. Let's go to this weekly. I don't really remember what I had on this chart. Okay, so this is a what is this? It's a butterfly, not a butterfly. It's a harmonic. It's definitely a harmonic, but I forget what it's called. A bullish Gartley. Yeah, I believe that's what the name is, bullish Gartley. So this is bullish Gartley, I think. And you can see here the correlation. So if you want to draw that on your chart, maybe figure that out. And then also, yeah, and then I measured out, so profit targets from a bullish Gartley: 1.618, 2.618, and 4.236. So we've kind of identified levels of maybe profit taking that are like they're more modest, I guess would be. Like holding to $800 is like, yeah, that's absolute insanity. Like I'm sorry, like even if like you're like a perma bull and shit, like not profit taking before $800 is just kind of crazy. Like you need to be like GME, we're currently at $23. Like if you're not profit taking in the 150s to the 200s, even $400, like you're doing something wrong. Like you're not trading like as a real trader. Like if you're trying to hold to like if like I've seen people on Reddit trying to hold to like $4,000 per share. Like they're absolutely just insane, like delusional. And like if that happens, okay, that's good for you. But if it doesn't, I mean, it's just kind of like a pipe dream in my opinion. But that's kind of like the whole video, just going over these different things, different theses. So I went over the kind of like 5-minute chart, went over the daily and weekly charts, GME, AMC, went over Nvidia. So yep, kind of went over everything. And it's time for me to get some sleep. But to close the video, yep, let's get to 500 subscribers, guys, and appreciate all the support and everything like that. And join the Discord. Like seriously, I mean, I know I know I'm like saying this like every video, but like I feel like I could provide more value to you guys if like everyone's in the Discord and like I can communicate more effectively and make, you know, call outs or something like that. We could bounce ideas and stuff like that. But like, I mean, if you guys are here to make money, like I'm here to make money, and you know, I'm doing all this stuff for like absolutely free and shit. So, which I mean, I think it should be free regardless. But yeah, I mean, I just think that it would be cool to develop a community around this stuff and have different perspectives and people to talk to. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling, and it's a whole video, and thank you guys for watching.